We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. Back to throw here. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Broncos at 4-5, a game under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Here we go. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get it. 70 Lions. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Broncos. Marvin Mims with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
560. Let's go. 45. Wide.
Ritter will set up to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he powers his way up past the 30. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. But you look at this Bronco defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. His 10th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 12 overall. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Ritter completes this quickly. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
Ready, break.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Set,
It's
ready.
a gain of 17
Ready.
yards.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is 2nd and 8.
Trouble, 38. Set. 50, green. Set.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ritter back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Come on, set. 45, wide. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 52 blue. Set.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. When you look at this Bronco defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Back to throw, Ritter. And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready. Blue, 32. Hut.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
(21-0) our score after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go now. Set.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Desmond Ridder scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Shot 50, shot 50. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it is caught. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
That's the score. Broncos 28, Saints 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bonito. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Josh Oliver, 49 yards. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Carlson set to kick off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Gray, 77 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Saints 14.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Come on.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, It just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention is awfully difficult.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 11 at the 41.
Got it. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go. Ready.
Ritter now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
With a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Saints first down.
Let's go.
Ritter to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ritter. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Ready. Yellow, 22. 6, 11. Check, huh?
Looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Hey, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
In this position, trying to get back into the game,